The life of Marie Curie. In a time of only men in the field of science, Marie Curie appeared and began to make a name for herself. It was not easy, but that's what she was made to do. Maria was born November 7th, 1867, to a family in Warsaw, Poland. Her family nicknamed Maria Sawalski Little Manny, but she later went by Mary. Her mother, Buowski, was a pianist, singer, and teacher, much like her husband. Beldarski Sawalski was a math and physics professor. Mary's mother died when Mary was only 11 due to tuberculosis. Waldowski, Mary's father, died when Mary was 35 in 1902. Mary graduated high school and entered college at just 15. In 1891, she enrolled at Sorbonne in Paris under the name Maria, rather than her birth name Maria Sawalski, and graduated in 1893. She later met and married Pierre Curie, who was also a scientist. Through support and hard work of working together, they became close to one another and married in July of 1895. Maria also wrote a thesis for her doctorate on Henry Brocchi's mysterious X-rays that when giving off uranium. With that, she then discovered if you have a certain amount of uranium, then you get a defined amount of rays intensity regardless of what you did to the material. From there, she delved deeper into her research and found that there was activity within the atom creating the rays. She named this radioactivity. During her research, she came across the conclusion that all of the known elements, that only uranium and thorium, were radioactive. Mary's husband stopped his work on crystals in order to help Mary on her research. In July of 1898, Mary discovered a new element that was even more radioactive than uranium. This substance is known as polonium, named after Maria's beloved Poland. Then the following year, January of 1899, yet another was discovered, found to be 1 million times more radioactive than uranium. This new substance is now known as radium. Rather fitting, don't you think? Radium was found to be harmful when put in contact with living organisms, alongside relieving heat and light. Over time and much hard work alongside obtaining and experimenting with hundreds of tons of pitchblende, in 1910 Mary was able to isolate pure radium metal. Radium was a silver white and at times used to treat cancer in small doses, and it is also an ingredient in fluorescent paint. In 1906, Pierre Curie was killed in a horse-drawn car incident. Due to his death, Mary took over her husband's teaching position in Sorbonne the same year, the college in which Mary had went to. With this, Mary became the first female professor in France. Way to go, Madame Curie! The following year, Marie Curie was able to persuade France to fund a radium research institute mainly used for medical research. Mary was unaware of the dangers from radiation, which ultimately led to her death. She lived and believed that was totally safe, but little did she know. In 1911, Mary was diagnosed with depression and severe kidney problems caused by radiation. In August 1914, the Radium Institute had concluded, named after Mary's late husband. Later that year, Germany invaded France, leaving Mary's staff to just her and her daughter, Irene. When the war started, Mary donated all of her money to war funds and became a nurse. Working as a nurse, she designed and built 20 mobile X-ray machines and over 200 stationary machines. Mary also invented a small glass tube filled with radioactive gas that would be inserted into patients to destroy diseased tissue. Once the war ended, Mary was able to spend 2 years at home with her 2 daughters, Ari and Eve. After she continued to work with radium at the Paris Institute. After 12 years of working with radium, Mary began to notice burns on her hands and failing eyesight around 1932. Since Mary's blood was weakened by the constant contact with uranium, she was superalb and caught aplastic amnion. She was then later diagnosed with leukemia and died July 1st of 1934. Over the course of Mary's life, she received multiple small and big awards, one being leaving her face on a stamp. Mary was also awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for Physics in 1903 for her work with X-rays, and later another one for chemistry with her work in radium in 1911. It's no doubt Marie Curie had a meaningful and rewarding life, but also in the process helped many and involved the world into what we know it is today. All links above will be available in the description box below. Thank you for watching the video.